Okay, so this is going to be day 2 of percent increase, decrease notes. Now, downstairs, we got a worksheet along with these notes. So they ended up with 2 worksheets covering this topic. I was not going to give you guys a worksheet to go with it. I was just going to let you focus on the one worksheet. However, if you are not staying focused and you're not paying attention and you're chit-chatting, then I'm going to go ahead and give you the extra worksheet. So, the top part, you already have this all filled in for you on the new notes that I gave you. So let's go through and quickly fill it in on my note sheet. So step 1, we always start at 100%. Step 2. Okay. Step 3 is what then, Darius? See?
Change your percent to a decimal. Multiply.
Yeah, that's going to be our multiplier. We're going to need that. That's going to be an important number. Remember, our multiplier, we're going to circle. How do I change a percent to a decimal?
Multiplier.
How do I change a percent to a decimal?
Multiplier.
How do I change a percent to a decimal?
Hey.
Well, you gave me the answer twice. It was wrong, so I'm asking more. How do I change a percent to a decimal? Say it again. By what? Okay. And then my last step, multiply the original amount by the
Multiplier.
All right, so okay, so let's go ahead and look at the first example problem on your paper. So the first example problem here. We have a computer that Ayance wants to buy for $599, but she's lucky because Best Buy is discounted 10%. So how much is she going to get charged when she goes to purchase it from the cashier? So first thing that we do is start at 100%. Now, if it's discounted 10%, imagine, am I going to add or subtract that amount or that percent? Subtract. So I'm going to subtract 10%. Joey, what's 100% minus 10%? %. So there's step 1 and step 2. Step 3, Haley, what do I need to do with this percent?
You need to divide it by 100.
Because I'm changing it to a decimal, which will give us our multiplier, which is what? Tomorrow I'm going to separate you 3. I don't think this is a good seating chart.
0.9.
0.9. Okay, now I only have 1% increase or decrease, so I'm only going to have one multiplier. So I can go ahead and move right on to the last step. What's my last step, Kelsey? Okay, which is? Okay, so the original amount, which is $599, times the multiplier of 0.9. And what does that equal? So 599 times 0.9. What do you get in your calculator when you do that?
539.1.
So 500 and what? 39.1. Okay, now we're dealing with money. How many places do I need behind the decimal to have numbers? 2. I only have 1, so what do I plug in when I need another number? 0. So the cost of the computer is going to be $539.10. So don't forget your dollar sign there. So that's a pretty decent deal. So you got quite a bit of money off. I mean, it's still a $500 computer, but you got, what's 99 minus 39? Was it 60? So you still get $60 off a computer. I'd rather pay $539 than $599. Okay, let's look at practice number 2. Do you guys all have it? Practice number 2. So, Darius decided he needed a nice new TV to play his gaming systems on. So he goes to the Sony store to purchase a new TV. Darius made the mistake and purchased a TV that they secretly marked up 40%. So Sony bought the TV for $1,000, $1,428, but before they put it on the floor to sale, they marked it up 40%. So how much is Darius going to pay for this TV that they marked up? So the first thing I do is start at what? 100%. Because it's being marked up, is that going to be an increase or a decrease?
Increase.
An increase. So an increase of 40%, which equals 140%. Okay? Step 1, step 2 complete.
Then you divide 140 by 100.
So that's going to change it to a decimal, which will give us our multiplier, which is,
1.4.
there's my multiplier. So now I have steps 1 through 3 completed. So my last step now,
Is 6 times 1,428 by 1.4.
so I'm going to take my 1,428 times my multiplier, which is 1.4. When you type that into your calculator,
You get 1,999.2.
would this be the correct way to write my answer?
No.
What am I missing? A 0, because remember, I have to have 2 number places past the decimal. I have to have the cent in there or to the 100th place. So, because they marked the TV up, it's going to be $1,999.20. So yeah, they marked it up about $500 by the time they added 40% on there. Darius, don't go to Sony. Oh no, I was looking at you when I said it. Bad vibe. Okay, let's look at practice number 3. You have to work them extra hours.
You already know.
All right. My kids are obsessed right now with grilled cheese. All they want every single night for dinner is grilled cheese. I don't understand it. Every single night, though. Like a Sunday, I made my husband grill a whole bunch of different things so we'd have a variety of things to eat this week. My son comes home last night, I want a grilled cheese. I'm like, no. Anyway, so we're going through a lot of bread at my house because my son will eat 2 grilled cheeses. My daughter will usually eat 1.5, and then Xander mutilates one and kind of goes to waste. So, needless to say, like I said, we go through a lot of bread. So on my way home from work yesterday, I had to stop by Schnucks to buy some bread. It was $1.99 on the shelf. But I'm going to get taxed at 1.1% when I go to purchase it. So how much did that bread cost me in the end? I'm just going to go around the room. When I call on you, tell me what to do. We're going to start with, you know that never ever works, don't you? You're not supposed to, like he looked right at me and did not break eye contact. I look at you and you broke eye contact. Rihanna! You never break eye contact.
Okay.
Now you're flustered. What do I do?
Put 100% down.
All right. Then what do I do, Darius Coleman? Brendan, help him out. Taxed. If you're getting taxed, add. Yes, if you're taxed on something, it's going to be an add. Which equals what then, Brendan? Percent. Okay, Nick, from here, what do I do?
I'm supposed to start.
Nope, not yet. I've only done step 1 and step 2. Darius Coleman, help him out.
Supposed to divide
By?
500.
And what do you get when you do that?
You'll get 1.011.
Now, Nick, you can circle it. There's your multiplier. Ooh, that was a terrible circle, though. All right, last step, Haley.
Okay. 1.99 times 1.011. and that will give you, I already erased all the other ones already.
Okay, somebody in their calculator real fast. Take that 1.99 times 1.01. What do you get, Rihanna?
2.01189.
Okay. So, I really only need to have two numbers placed past the decimal. So that's going to be my first one. I look directly behind that one, though, and I have another one. So is this 5 or greater? No. So the cost of bread is going to be what? $2.01. So I only got taxed 2 cents when there's a 1.1% sales tax. Good. Okay, practice number 4. Bless you, goodness. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Again, I'm going to just randomly call on you, so I need you to be ready. Quicker we get through this, the more time you have to work on your worksheet. So there's an $18 t-shirt, which got discounted at 30%, but then when I went to check out, it's going to get a sales tax of 8.25%. So the first thing I need to look at here is how many multipliers am I going to have? So how many percent increase or decrease am I going to have here, Joey? 2. So I'm going to end up with 2 multipliers. So first thing I need to start at is what, Isaiah? What's the first thing I do here? Then what? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. So we're going to do our increase first, okay? So we're going to put, what do I do with that 8.25? And don't forget that it's a percent, which equals? All right. From here, what do I do to it, Kelsey?
Divide by 100.
Which equals? Good. Remember, you do not round your multiplier. Okay? All right, there's our first one. Now what, Darius C?
So then you're gonna then you're gonna take 18.
Nope. Beyonce, help him out.
100
Start at 100% again. Then what? Keep going.
plus, minus 30,
So we got to do that 30% discount, which equals?
70%.
Okay, from here, what do I do? Deontay? So I subtract my percent, so I'm right here, step 3. Change the percent to a decimal. How do I change the percent to a decimal? What do I do here when I change that percent to a decimal? Divide by 100. Good. What's 70% divided by 100? 70 divided by 100. Okay. This is my second multiplier, so I'm going to circle it. Okay. Last step here. What do I do from here? Okay. So I'm going to put my original amount, the $18, and do what with it, Isaiah? Parentheses. To show multiplication. What am I multiplying 18 by?
1.0825.
And? Okay. Anybody have that in their calculator?
13.639.
You're going to have to say it nice and loud for me. 13.9. 5? Just like that?
Yes.
Okay, don't forget your dollar sign in front there. Okay, so which number is in my nearest cent?
6?
The 3. Mm-hmm. Cross the numbers out behind it. I look to the right of the 3. Is that number 5 or greater?
Yeah.
So what happens to that 3 that's underlined? So how much was the cost of my shirt?
$13.64.
Bam, you got it. All right, last one. You want to open the window? Are you guys, sorry if you're not warm. Okay. All right, practice number 5. Just looking at this one. Got a $60 sweater. It was discounted at 30%. Then it was discounted again at 70% and taxed at 9.1%. So if the sweater's discounted at 30% and then again at 70%, that's 100%. Is that sweater going to be for free? No. So what they did, they put it on sale for $60 and took 30% off, and that equaled a number. Then from that number, they decided, because it wasn't selling, to take 70% off of that first sell price. Then they tax it. So how many multipliers are we going to get? 3. Brendan, you're 1. Jemiah, you're 2. Haley, you're 3. So Brendan, you're doing the first multiplier. So you're doing steps 1 through 3 for me. Then you, then you. Okay, ready? So what do I do? Okay, you're going to tell me all the way through. And this is called my multiplier, so I circle it. Okay? Next.
Put 100% plus 7% plus 7%.
Discounted.
Oh, 6%.
There you go. Okay.
Divide by 100.
And I'm going to circle my second multiplier. Next.
Alright, $60.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, I did something wrong, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Somebody want to help her out? Go ahead.
100%.
Okay. So I've done this one. I've done this one. To do this one. So add 9.1%, which equals
109.1.
okay. Now what?
Then you divide by 100.
Which equals
It's going to be 1.091.
there's my third multiplier. Last up, Darius. S.
$60 times 0.7 times 0.3 times 1.091 equals 13.7466.
13 point what?
13.7466.
Okay. Now remember, you guys are doing a great job by telling me this full number because I do want to see this step before you write your final answer. So what number is in my nearest cent? Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I had crossed out 66, then I looked at the forward, looked behind, it's 30. So my answer is 13.75.
So $13 and that's a pretty decent price. So a $60 sweater, once you hit all the discounts and the tax, it's only going to end up costing you $13, almost $14. Would you guys buy it? Yeah, I would too. All right, that's it.